Come on. Come on. Whoa. That was a really good race. Come on. GT7 gave us this week a really unusual combination. Only 3 Group 2 cars to pick from the late 90s. And because they handle in such a different way, they create some really interesting races. And it's kind of hard to define if some of the moves were just mistakes or actually dirty driving. And all of this was happening at Fuji on a 12 laps race, with 1 mandatory pit stop and only racing mediums available. And for this next race, we're gonna be using the McLaren F1 GTR. Can we stay with this guy? His time is really good. He's got a really good time. 32.6, it's really good. So he's definitely quick. Can we stick with him and have a clean race? So as you guys can see, for this race, we're starting P2. And the reason why I picked this race is that because for whatever reason, this combination tends to attract dive bombers. And this is one of the only races where I was able to find somebody to fight with and have a clean race and not die on turn 1. Focus. And just so you understand a little more about the cars that are being used this week, the 2 most common ones are the McLaren and the Mercedes. And even though they're able to get a similar lap time, the way they achieve that lap time is different. For example, the Mercedes is the best around the corners and the technical parts of the track, and the easiest one to drive. The McLaren, on the other hand, has a great straight line speed, but it's much harder to handle around the corners, and you gotta have a really good throttle control. So the way you approach the race really depends on the car you're driving. Let's go. Oh, that was wide. Oh, what am I doing? So my goal for this race was obviously try to avoid making mistakes and stick with P1. That way we can work together and pull away from the rest of the pack. Try to get back onto him. And this is where this car shines. You're gonna see that the gap is about half a second. Come on. But look how much it shrinks towards the end of the straight. You don't have to defend that much, brother. I really didn't want him to think that I was gonna attack him, because the more he defends, the more time we waste, and there goes our plan to pull away from the rest. I don't want to battle because those guys are right behind us. And as you can see, I have a subscriber goal on the screen. And if you really want to help me and go from here to here, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video if you're enjoying it. Thank you very much. Ah, horrible line. Get back here. Come back here, my friend. Come back here. Well, really similar time. Isn't that crazy? Oh, really good exit. I don't want to fight yet. Maybe I'm too conservative. But I don't want to fight too soon. He has some good pace, and I feel like I can work with him. I'm not losing time in any way. Come on. And that's another thing that's really important to have in mind. Whoever you pick to work with has to be somebody that obviously you can trust and that has a good pace. Otherwise, you should just overtake them. We're pulling away from the pack behind. That's good. That's what we want. And if you look at the gap from P3, we're about 2 seconds ahead of them, and it's only lap 4. So our plan is definitely working. We're still pretty close to P1, and we are pulling away from the rest. And as we go through this technical section of the track, you're going to be able to see the difference between the McLaren and the Mercedes. I am driving the McLaren, and I struggle a little bit throughout this section because I gotta have a lot of throttle control. I did the same thing twice. And he's able to pull away a little bit. But going into the straight, you're gonna see that the gap is gonna shrink back down. Come on. Sketch him. We have really similar times, and consistency is right there. Now moving forward to the end of lap number 6, that's when I normally decide to pit. However, P1 had another plan. I'm gonna pit. Alright. Maybe undercut strategy will work. I don't know. We'll find out. I have no idea. Come on. My hands are hurting. Come on. So ideally I wanted to pit at the same time as him. That way we have similar tire wear. However, I couldn't really read his mind, so I end up pitting a lap earlier, which might help me get even closer to him. But my tires are not going to be as new. Oof, that's going to be tight. Yeah, it's perfect timing though. I mean, didn't win, didn't lose. Now jumping from lap 8 to the end of lap 9, you're gonna see that the gap now is about 4.5 seconds from P3. And as we're getting close to the end of the race, it might be a good time to start battling. All right, come on. It's a really good lap. It was a really good lap. And just so you know, that was really a good lap. A 33.2 for this week was really quick. I'm gonna go a little bit deep here, but I'm gonna be able to get the move done. I went extremely deep. Can we pull away? Let's break the toe, because we got more straight line speed. Come on, 2 more laps to go. It's been an amazing battle with this guy. Really polite and quick driver. Now the question is, can we hold it for 2 more laps? Lap 11 is gonna be pretty close. However, the real battle is gonna start on the last lap. Gonna defend. Just in case. Whoa. Almost. Oh crap. I believe we both went right. Hang tight. Come on. Come on. Whoa. That was a really good race. Come on. Come on. That was a really nice finish. Oh my god, man. That was so freaking close. That was an amazing finish to me, guys. And if you enjoyed watching it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.